It's me, your teacher, and today we'll learn energy. So let's start terms to know. First of all, if we relate energy to a term, then that term will be work, and you will understand the relation also. Wait. Work is the displacement of a body due to the application of force. So work in general, what we call work is just doing something. Like if you are studying also, that's also work. If you are playing, that's also work. If a coolie is standing with a heavy load, that's also work. But next time when you go to a coolie, you say that no, you are not doing any kind of work, then why will I give you money? Don't say all this. Don't say all this, okay? Because that won't work over here. Everywhere science does not work, okay? So, work is the displacement of a body due to the application of force. So, suppose there is a car, but the car driver takes you to the school and then again returns you back home, and then you refuse to give money to the car driver. And the car driver asks you why, and then you say, "No, you haven't done any kind of work." And then you say, "No, you haven't done any kind of work. Then why will I give you money?" And then then I don't know what would happen to you, but it's sure that you will get a heavy, you will receive a heavy fetch back of that. Okay. So now, what is work? Actually there is no work done because displacement becomes zero. Okay. So work we can terminate as force into displacement. Okay. Work we can terminate as force into displacement. That this is known as work. Okay. Now, force means if the planets are moving by their own way, so that's not any kind of work. Okay, there is some force which scientists are trying to discover, but cannot find out that force. So still now we consider the planet not to work. Okay, and a pulley is standing similar because force is zero. Okay, force is zero, and if a pulley is similarly standing with a heavy load on his head, then the displacement is zero, and so he or she is not doing any kind of work. Okay, I hope you understand what is the difference between normal work and scientific work. Okay, now energy, the ability of a body to do work. Now everything needs energy. If you need to study, that also you require energy. If you need to play, that also requires energy. So if you need to do work, if you need to work from, suppose you need to walk, work from this corner to that corner, you need energy for that, which you get by food. And so that the ability of a body to do work is energy. So they are correlated. If energy is not there, work will not happen, and if any work is not performed, then energy becomes useless. Okay. Now, energy. This chapter mainly consists of us about energy. So let's see. Mechanical energy, the energy possessed by a body due to position or motion. So, when energy we possessed by a body is due to its position or motion, we call it mechanical energy. And now, what is kinetic energy? The energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. So, if there is motion, then there will always be kinetic energy. Okay. And what is and potential? Now, these are two types. Mechanical energy is divided into potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, so let's now discuss about potential energy. The energy possessed by the virtue of its position or change in shape. That potential energy. You sit at rest in one place, you possess potential energy. Now you will say that if I am not moving, then what is the use of that energy? You have that energy but in store. Then fly comes from a distance and then takes heat of your, and then it gets towards your body, and then it falls back because of the Newton's third law, that is every action has a reaction. It moved very fast and therefore it gushes you and then falls back. Gravitational potential energy, the energy gained by a body when it is raised to some height with respect to the ground. So when you raise a ball to some height with respect to the ground, it gets energy, and that energy is converted into kinetic energy when that ball falls down to the ground. Okay. Elastic potential energy, energy stored in the body when work is done to deform, stretch or compress it. So suppose you stretch a spring and then suddenly you release it. You see the spring gone, come and again gone because the reaction is being taken place. Newton's third law is taking place and that's because of this energy. So that's why, okay? Heat energy, the form of energy, is responsible for the sensation of hotness or coldness. How hot? How cold? How many degrees are hot? How many degrees are cold? Like that. Now light energy, a form of energy which makes things visible to us. Now, suppose the light is falling on your eyes and you make it visible. So this is not light energy. Sound energy, the form of energy which is produced by vibrating bodies. That energy causes your eardrums to vibrate and thus produces sound, and thus you get that energy over there. Okay, sorry. And thus you get to hear. Electrical energy produced by a flow of electric charge through conductor. That's why you see all the electricity makes light energy. So electrical energy, what happens? It is used for making lights. It produces glow over there, and that's electrical energy. And now what is electricity? Electrical energy made available through uses of wires and cables. And where there is wires and cables, you get electricity. And what is muscular energy? The energy stored in the muscles of your body. Okay? It's very simple. Chemical energy that is stored in molecular bonds and their forces that hold the molecules together. Very high energy. Okay? It's present in food. Magnetic energy, the energy stored in a magnet due to which it exerts force on an iron object or magnets. So everybody is doing work, right? Look over and try to notice. Nuclear energy stored in the nucleus of an atom. You know what is an atom? In the proton and the neutron, the amount of energy that is presented over there is the nuclear energy. Okay, now what is electric energy transformation? The process of changing from one form of energy to another. Every time energy is being changed. Okay, and what is the law of conservation of energy? The law of its state that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it gets converted from one form to another through energy transformation. So no energy is wasted or no energy is created. So now you will ask me a simple question that then how does then the machine efficiency would be 100%. But in class 6 lecture I have told you already that machine efficiency cannot be 100% due to some energy being lost in the form of heat, friction, etc. Okay. Now, instant notes. Okay, I am just giving you some notes. Work is done by a force when it displaces a body along its direction. Okay, so point A to point B. It's the force acting is over here is 1 Newton and it moves, and then work is done. Okay, this entire work is 1 joule, and the formula of work is force into displacement F into S. 1 joule is defined as the amount of work done when a force of 1 Newton displaces a body through 1 meter. Okay, suppose this is 1 meter, and then 1 Newton force displaces a body to point A to point B, and it's 1 joule work is done. Okay, so the energy is the ability of a body to do work. Okay, its SI unit is joule, so same SI unit also in related terms. Now, according to the law of conservation of energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Now, energy exists in various forms like mechanical, heat, sound, light, magnetic, electrical, nuclear energy. Okay. The next, kinetic energy depends on the mass and the speed of the body. So, kinetic energy Ke equal to, okay, half mv square. Velocity, V means velocity, M means mass. Okay, and then you have the potential energy of a body depends on the mass and the height of the body. So potential energy is equal to mgh. mgh. M is the mass, G is the gravitational force, and H is the height. Okay. Now we'll go to the infographs. Let's just see. Now, chemical energy. The term chemical energy is referred to the energy stored in the molecular bonds that forces the whole molecules together. When chemical substances undergo a change, they release the energy stored in them. Okay, so battery stores chemical energy. You can have examples also from here. Heat and light. Heat energy is a form of energy which is responsible for the sensation of hotness or coldness in the body. We get heat energy primarily from the sun. And light energy, the energy in which the form of energy which makes things visible to us. Sun is also the main source of light. But here you can write another example, and that is candle. Muscular energy, the energy stored in the muscles of our body is known as muscular energy. This energy we get from the food we eat. So here, if we are getting muscular energy, change from chemical energy to muscular energy is being taken place, and we all are having some amount of muscular body. Not only the ones who are like bodybuilders and athletes, etc. But everybody is having muscular energy. I also is having. You also is having. Though I'm very thin. Okay, though I'm not so strong, still I'm having some amount, but lesser than those who are strong. Okay. Sound energy. Sound energy is a form of energy produced by vibrating bodies. For example, when we speak, the vocal cords in our throat, they vibrate to produce sound. Okay, and the strings of a musical instrument like guitar and sitar vibrate and produce sound. So, strings of the musical instrument, they like what happened? What you said? They vibrate and they produce sound, and that's energy. Okay, vocal cords are also producing. I am speaking. That's also sound energy. Potential energy that gets stored by stretching the string of a cardboard, and then when you release it, it gets to that forward again, comes backward. You can see it's due to the Newton's third law of motion. Yeah, energy possessed by body because by virtue of its position or change shape is known as potential energy, but it always will be in rest. Okay, now what are they? These two: gravitational and elastic potential energy. Now, nuclear energy, when the nucleus of an atom splits or from two different nuclei is combined together, a large amount of energy is released in the form of heat, and this enormous energy is known as nuclear energy. Can be utilized for the generation of electricity. Okay, so this is the nuclear energy. Electrical energy, the energy possessed by the flow of electric charges, okay, through a conductor. Now the electricity energy powering our homes, this is an example, okay. Though the conductor is known as the electrical energy, okay, through a conductor is known as electrical energy, and electrical energy is made available through wires and cables, and thus we call it electricity. Now what is kinetic energy? Now see, energy which possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. So if it is having motion, then it will have kinetic energy. Now these are all examples: a moving ball, flowing water, a flying bird, running boy. Okay. In fact, every moving body possesses kinetic energy. You can have this as an example. Now, magnetic energy. Energy stored in a magnet due to which the force on ionic objects and the magnet is known as magnetic energy. The form of energy is used for various purposes such as lifting heavy metal and magnetic separation of iron object and medical purposes. Now please mark this term, it can come as full form. Magnetic resonance imaging, a test which utilizes magnetic energy to detect problems such as tumors in the patient's body. Okay, mark that form. Okay, snapshot, pause the video and go forth back. Okay, so this was a video and thank you for watching it. Bye bye.